And we're live. Hello, everyone. Welcome back again. And today we are now doing a live stream Q&A, which sadly I only have one person to chat, which I still keep doing, but which is odd because every time I do one of these things, I never get anyone in at before time, and then the and then as soon as we start the thing, everyone just starts flooding in. It's so odd. Okay, so yes, like like my good friend Leather, not Leather. Why would Leather be my friend? I'm not from the Matrix. But like Ledger just said, like, subscribe, and share this video. So as soon as we get some questions in here, we will start this thing going. Uh Film Kid says, hi, good to see you, man. Glad to see I have my best moderator in here. Well, I mean, probably my most trustworthy moderator, I mean. Okay. So if you guys have any Keep Watch Burns questions, like things that you are curious to know my opinion on, like films that I have seen that you think I'd be interested in, or anything about that, some of the Oscar stuff, any of that, be sure to let me know. And so we will get this thing started as soon as we can get some more people that are willing to come to this thing if they can. Film Kid, we both watched masterpieces today. Told what they are. As in, you want me to tell them? Well, he watched he watched Whiplash today, which is a great film. I just haven't seen it, but I know it's a great film. And I watched Pulp Fiction today. I don't want to point fingers just yet, but I think I may have seen the better of the two. Although Whiplash looks great, but Pulp Fiction, wow. Tiara says hi. Hi, welcome to the stream. Dimension Scott in here says, hey, what's up? I'm doing good, man. Watched part of Gladiator today to try and get it done so I can scratch that off my 100 posters of all time thing that I have. It's like a scratch thing of like the best movies of all time, of like a top 100, and that's on there. So it's like a thing where you would like scratch it off with a coin when you get it done. So as soon as I finish, I'm going to do it. Tiara, have you heard about the Stab fan films? I have not. I did not know that there were any, but I'll be sure to now YouTube them, because I'm now intrigued, because the things about like the Stab Mania are, sorry if you guys hear my voice like coming and going. I'm moving away from the microphone kind of, but anyway, the Stab Mania is like one of the most famous parts about Scream because it's a lot more meta because of that. And wow. So getting to see actual Stab fan films, that would be actually intriguing. I have some fan films I need to watch today, like the not today, soon, like the Halloween fan films I need to get done in preparation for a new one coming out. Whew. Film Kid, I have listened to the final song from Whiplash 4 times today. I've heard part of it, I think, but I know the ending of it, and that's a great ending on its own. How do I say this? I'll just you can like say how to pronounce this, but I'll just call you Jason right now because I mean, I think you know why. Hi, how are you, bro? Again, I am doing good. I am happy I am with some people that are liking to ask me questions, and I like that my stream is now getting a lot more popular. Hilarious that always happens when I'm getting live and it never happens before the show. Yeah, always so funny. We got Drew in here saying, hey, everyone, what's up? Glad to see you always ask that whenever we have one of these things, but I am doing good. I hope everyone else is. Oh, wow. I didn't even intend to click on them like that, but Tiara, go on the Stab website, and they have the plots of the movies on their website, and it's in Scream Stab movies section. Ooh, I like that. I'll need to check them out as soon as I get some free time for that. But I've been I'm doing like the scratch poster thing, so I've been trying to get a lot more of those movies knocked out. So I've been trying to get Gladiator finished so I can scratch that one out with the coin I'm holding right now, a quarter, pretty big quarter, by the way. Braveheart, I'm also gonna get done soon. That one I'll probably watch right after Gladiator. If not, I'm gonna watch it soon. Film Kid, little self promotion. Sorry, Ledger. But stay tuned later tonight. I will be doing a Air Force One watch party. Yeah. By the way, Film Kid, you can put your link in the comment section. I'll highlight it for everyone if they want to go and check it out. So if you guys are interested in Air Force One and just want to, and you guys just love my channel, so you really want to listen to recommendations that I'm giving you guys, I would say go check out Film Kid's channel. So he's a movie ranker just like me. If you like my content, I would be genuinely dumbfounded if you didn't like his. So go check out his stuff and see what you think. Yuki Matusi. I don't know how to pronounce some of these stuff. I'm dumb. Anyway, yo. Good to see. Hi. Okay. I really should start learning how to pronounce some more of this stuff. So dumb. Oh, by the way, sorry if you see my icon is Transformers Dark of the Moon. I'm doing a watch along with Film Kid for Transformers Dark of the Moon. So I was just lazy and didn't want to change it at the moment. But let's be honest, that's a really cool poster for it. Tiara. Stab 4 is about Gale Weathers. Ooh. When she was 21 in college, summer camp, and Kenny from summer camp, and Kenny from Scream is going to be in it. Okay, now I'm interested. I'm taking a look at those ones. Gale in college and a summer camp one. Oh, now I am in for a treat. Film Kid, he just posted his link. So everyone, I am telling you guys, please go check him out. Please. Film Kid. My Maverick thing is cooler. You win on that one. Yours, yeah, yours probably is cooler. But that's just because you have Tom Cruise, the ladies' man. Everybody loves Tom Cruise. So Film Kid, in my opinion, yeah. I mean, who doesn't love Tom Cruise? Unless you're talking about his thing with like the Scientology, in which case he has a lot of haters. But still, the dude knows how to get. He knows how to get his fan base happy. Like this guy. He's constantly risking his life for our entertainment. Just last year, we saw him drive a freaking motorcycle off a cliff for us. And you have to admit that was awesome. Yuki, did you like Madam Web? I did not see it. I would be genuinely shocked if I liked it. It does not look like a good film at all. Tiara, none are there other movies are not canon because I didn't think so. Because they didn't know at the time that Stab 5 was supposed to be time travel, so they're now starting it all over, so you don't have to watch the rest. I may just binge them in case I want to. But I will probably watch them if they're on Letterboxd. So that definitely gives me more reason to, so I can rate them. Film Kit. Also, Ledger, thoughts on what I gave Thanksgiving? It's not a 4.5 out of 5. It's a 4 out of 5, but I would not at all give it a 4.5 out of 5. I'm not that. Okay, I wouldn't call you stupid, but I would not technically say that's very. It's not really something that I would necessarily give to something like that. Jason's asking Tom Cruise is not asking, sorry, I was thinking of a different one. Jason says Tom Cruise is a GOAT. Yes, he is. He is awesome. Drew, what do you think is the worst Ninja Turtles movie? I think Turtles 3. My least favorite is the original, but I've only seen the first one and Mutant Mayhem. So that's the reason. So put your pitchforks down. Just put them down. I'm not intending to kill anyone with what I just said. Godzilla, what do you think of The Living Daylight so far? I love it. I think it's a really, really, really good one. TR, please, 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 please write them on your channel. I want more support of these movies. Not low budget. Really, please rate these movies. I'm begging you. As in, wait. Right. Oh, I think she means rate. I'll if I can get one done, I could try and get a stab ranking out, but that would be fun. Do a ranking of fan films. Yuki, better film, Avengers, Civil War. I mean, you're not wrong there. Or Thor, Love and Thunder. I cannot even believe there's people out there that would even put them in the same conversation out. I would say it's Civil War by a country mile. It has great action. practical effects with some of the stuff, with pretty much everything that they do. It has great characters, and it is up there. It's like easily my top 5 MCU. Thor: Love and Thunder is in my bottom 3, I think, MCU. I hate the film. It is painfully unfunny, immature, dumb. It's everything you do not want in a Marvel film. They really fell off in Phase 4. Phase 4, the only uh Film Kid, they are in the same conversation. No, they're not. Film Kid, it's not even close. Yikes. That's offensive. But my second favorite thing in Phase 4, that was the movie wise, was Shang-Chi, and I still didn't even like that one. I hated all the ones in Phase 4 except for No Way Home. That was the only one I liked. Like Wakanda Forever, Doctor Strange 2, and what is it? Love and Thunder and Eternals were all unbelievably bad. Film Kid, Love and Thunder is better. Okay, where's the ban button on here? Okay, I'm joking, but seriously, it's not even close. No, yeah, Tiara, yeah, I meant rate, yeah. Okay, Jason's talking to Godzilla, saying The Living Daylights is great, and I do think License to Kill is better. I have heard a lot of that. Film Kid, I am joking. Good, you may live. I'm joking. But seriously, License to Kill is better. Okay, we got a few people on each side. I really need to check them out so I have my opinion on them. I've seen both. I've seen the Connery era. I've seen the. Oh wow, I'm already getting behind on this. The Connery era. The who played him in Honor Majesty's Secret Service? Please, somebody. George Lazenby, and the Roger Moore era. I've seen all of them. Okay. Jason, what is your favorite film of all time? And if you don't like me calling you Jason, just try and tell me how to pronounce that so I can get a better idea. But I was actually thinking about this today. My favorite film of all time it's always the toss up between Die Hard and Terminator 2. I recently went with Die Hard this time because it's more rewatchable than T2. It's a long T2 is longer, so it's harder to watch because Die Hard's still long. It's over 2 hours, but it's just such a rewatchable film. And I just love the Christmas setting. And I think and I saw it in theaters. I'm holding the tickets that I got I got 2 tickets to see in theaters. One my mom had to take me, so one of them is hers and one of them is mine, but I just keep them. As soon as I see The Matrix in theaters, I will get those. I'm going to start a collection of the tickets that I saw in theaters on re-release for some of these things. That would be awesome. Okay, yeah, I'm really getting behind on this thing. I better get fast. Drew, do you think movies using CGI to resurrecting actors who have passed away is a good idea? It really depends on what type of CGI they're using, and it really depends on how much they're using it. They're using it they're using archive footage, and like a little bit of CGI. It can work. If they go full blown CG, it will look terrible. So usually I'm against it. Like there was some stuff they had to use with Paul Walker, which is a great example from Fast and Furious. Not everything was stuff. I watched Fast 5, 6, 7, and 8 within a span of like 2 to 3 days. So I noticed it when I watched Fast 5. There's a scene where, if you take a look at the ending of Furious 7, where we see Brian like laughing in both when he says, "You thought you could leave without saying goodbye," and when they're driving away and he does that like laugh thing. That both of them are from Fast 5. They're clips from it. They just extracted them and put them in Furious 7, which is fine. He died. That is completely fine. That is extremely justified. I am not at all angry about that. They paid tribute to him and it was beautiful. Yuki, better movie. Am I Dead Reckoning or Fallout? I would go with Fallout. But I do love both. Tell them the thing with Sean and me that I told you last night, says Film Kid. Okay. There was this funny thing. I was talking with Film Kid yesterday on the StreamYard chat just to talk to him. And he told me about on his post for Sean Chandler did a community post with a Green Arrow with the actor that plays Green Arrow, and Film Kid puts in the chat, can you please, he said, when are you going to do an Equalizer ranking? Are you going to do a review for the Equalizer 3? And Sean makes a joke saying, I don't think, he said, whatever the name of the actor is, I don't think blah, blah, blah is going to do a review for the Equalizer 3. And then Film Kid says, okay, but I'm not getting the joke. And then later he goes back and was like, okay, now I get it. I feel so stupid. And then Sean chats back, haha, you're good. It's a really funny one. It's really good. Oh man. Tiara, but I'm working on a Chucky Goes Psycho movie from Seed of Chucky, as in you're a filmmaker, because if so, that's really cool. Or if you're just like thinking of uh or if you're just thinking of like an edit or something, that is also pretty cool. Because he does kind of go psycho in that one. I mean, he goes psycho in actually every single one of them. Because he's kind of meant to be psycho. He's a killer. Doll. I used to be deathly afraid of him, which is funny. Jason, Am I Fallout, but Am I Dead Reckoning is great too. I agree with that. Yuki, what movie have you rewatched the most in 2024? I wonder. I haven't rewatched a film like twice in the year yet, I don't think, but I actually do not know if there is any. But I know I do. I do know I have been rewatching a lot of films lately. From, I mean, it may be Die Hard, but I even actually no. My last time I rewatched Die Hard was in December. I think it was in the theater when I rewatched it. So, uh, that is still great. It's still I still watch it a lot. I watched it like Film Kid and I were joking that I think I watched it like 8 times in December because Hasta La Vista Baby, who's a member of the Genre Challengers, and we're doing a ranking of that. Be sure to check that out when it comes out. But he did a thing, not thing. He did a kind of like a thing. He did a thing where we did what we called a McLean Monday, where every Monday we rewatched Die Hard. And since it's so rewatchable, I was fine with that. I was happy that I had an excuse to rewatch Die Hard that many times. Man, I love that. Jason, nice opinion, bro. I think my favorite movie of all time is The Dark Knight. That is a great pick, I have to say, and that is one of my most rewatched movies. Actually, not one of my. The first, like, as soon as you get to the part with like the party with Harvey Dent, uh back, I have rewatched that thing probably more than anything else in my life. I just never finished it. I don't know why, but The Dark Knight used to be my favorite of all time too. Ledger, the name is by you. Do not know how to pronounce that. Sorry. Dimension Scott, have you seen the X-Men 97 trailer? No, I did not grow up on the show. I did not know if I needed to. I'll just go in blind. A lot of trailers nowadays have been trying to spoil some of the stuff, so I haven't been trying to get it spoiled. We got William in here, who I have not seen in a while. Good to see you, man. Hiya, Ledger. Recently, I saw The Zone of Interest in the cinema, an absolutely fantastic, horrific movie. Ooh. Wow. Drew, I think Furious 7 using CGI made sense because when Paul Walker died, he filmed 80% of the movie, and they finished the movie with CGI and his brothers as doubles. Yes, I know that part. They filmed a lot of his stuff, but the movie nearly didn't come out. They nearly canceled it because of what happened. It's so sad, especially when you find out what happened to his body. Like I think the body was destroyed in the crash. It was that severe. Like it apparently they were going like hundreds of miles, around like 200, I think, and it crashed hard. Tiara, no, like Chucky Goes Psycho, the movie that Jennifer Tilly was filming in Seed of Chucky. Oh yeah, I forgot about that. I forgot. Yeah, it is pretty funny. Film kit. I bought Air Force One for $5. Okay, I'm checking that. If that's for $5, I want to get that because I really enjoy Air Force One. Okay, Air Force One, because I need another Die Hard knockoff. I have. Yep, I'm gonna see if I can get this. I love Air Force One. It's a really good film. It's a one where You can tell it's blatantly a Die Hard knockoff. There's literally a scene where you have the president calling a hotline, not a hotline, the thing to the president and to the White House just to get their attention, and the person on there will not let him on and is giving him a problem. That's exactly a blatant scene that they do in Die Hard. It's completely ripping it off. Yikes, but it's still really fun. William. Oh, and I love the Iron Claw. Great wrestling biopic. I need to get that one done. That's on my radar as well. Yuki. Okay, finally caught up with the chat. Never mind. But still, luckily, there's not too many people like overloading me. And not that you guys were overloading me, but anyway. Yuki. Yeesh. Sorry. Last movie you watched, and on the same day you rewatched the same movie. I'm gonna try. Okay, last movie you watched, and on the same day you rewatched the same movie. If you're saying what movie was the last film I rewatched, I'm gonna go to Letterboxd to figure that out. That's always so much easier. Letterboxd is, guys, Letterboxd, if you're like a movie reviewer or something, or you're just really wanting to find a way to. Logan was the last film I rewatched, and I rewatched it on Sunday. Man, was that film good. And man, was it sad. I forgot when I was watching it. I genuinely forgot how brutal and just violent and graphic that final fight is between X-24 and Logan. Like, yikes, that was rough to watch, especially considering Logan's very injured at that point. So watching him having to fight a more advanced and a lot more a lot more of a aggressive version of himself, which is really saying something considering what we had just seen him do in the Force in that film. But it's really hard to watch. Yuki, your thoughts on Ayu Edbury or whatever. I again cannot pronounce very many names like that are a lot harder to. Replacing Jack Sparrow in Pirates of the Caribbean 6. I'll make this as clear as I can to everyone. I don't care, Amber Heard. Suck it up, because Johnny Depp, for the record, was right in that debate thing. He was right. And let me just say this: nobody can replace Johnny Depp as Jack Sparrow. It is impossible. Yeesh, I cannot believe people would even think about that. They screwed themselves alone by not siding with Johnny Depp in the argument thing that happened between them and Amber Heard, and so he decided to quit. That is entirely on them. TR, the plot is Tiffany and Chucky are killing in the holidays. Oh yeah, I forgot about that part. And Tiffany gets ran over by Jesse and Jade. Chucky tries to get revenge on them while they're doing a reality TV show and at the Bates Motel. Oh, that's very meta kind of. Drew, the Flash resurrecting Christopher Reeve was CGI was not a good idea. That was unbelievable. I looked at the CGI and it was horrendous. Like, that Flash is the example of how you do not do the CGI. It was pretty disrespectful to the legacy of Christopher Reeve. That was very disrespectful, and it was awful. Film Kid, are you mad at me for adding Whiplash in my favorites? You don't have Die Hard in there, so yes. But yikes! Wow, I like Flash, but yikes, that was a really disrespectful thing. It's only been 24 minutes. It hasn't been flying by as much as I thought it would. Yuki, did you like? Although I'm not complaining. Did you like Sasha Cali as Supergirl in The Flash? I thought she was good. She's not my favorite. She's not my favorite thing about the film, but she's good. Okay. Okay. Godzilla, I know I've asked this a lot, but when do you think you will watch Master and Commander: The Assassination of Jesse James? Ow, The Fountain and the Abyss Special Edition. again, whenever I get a chance, I'm more someone that covers movie franchises. So I'm someone that really watches like big franchises. Like I binged the Chucky movies because I wanted to get that over with. I binged the not binged. I went through the Chucky franchise to get that one done. I went through the Matrix franchise to get that one done. Because I had not seen the sequels and I was not missing much. I'll just spoil my ranking there. I was not missing much. The only one I will claim I really like is that first film. The other ones I can really just take or leave. And pretty much every single one I will probably leave. Godzilla, hopefully it will be soon. Yeah. Yuki, I just followed you on Letterboxd. Well, thank you very much. Glad to see I have some followers. I'm getting a pretty good following on there so far. William, Film Kid, Whiplash is brilliant. Need to check it out. Film Kid, it is watched. It for the first time today. As in you watched it for the first time today. It's gonna be a first time watch for me too. Yeah. Whew. Tiara, and they are doing different settings at the reality TV show like Crystal Lake, Elm Street, Haddonfield. Chucky gets eaten by pretending as a prop. So Karen Barkley gives Chucky Andy, who's the actor in it. Yeah, this is like multi layers of meta, even probably more meta than Seed of Chucky was, which I did not think was possible at all. Oops. Yuki, better movie franchise, Godzilla or Harry Potter? Better by far Harry Potter. I would say also I would say Harry Potter probably. Godzilla has some missteps probably, and I haven't seen all of the Godzilla films. I've only seen the 2014 one, which I watched not fairly recently. I watched it back in 2023, like late 2023. Whew. But Harry Potter's debatably the most consistent franchise where they have their rhythm down. Now, I will say some of them are not the best. Like, I'm not a very big fan at all I'm not a very big fan of the sixth film or 7 part 1, and I absolutely despise the first two Fantastic Beasts films, and I'm not a fan of the third one either. Film Kid Ledger, I have an idea. Film Kid, you should go on to Letterbox to go onto the T2. Find a person who gives it a half star, and you kind of make fun of the profile, but you can't make fun of it to the point where you're making it rude. If someone gives T2 a half star, there's no way for me to comment about it without being rude. I'll just say that. I really can't. I can't do that part. You probably should have expected that. I think you very well understand that. Because it's T2. I don't think there's anyone in this world that hates T2. It's like impossible. How could anyone hate Terminator 2? It's like the greatest cinematic sequel of all time. It does everything better. It improves upon the first film. It has better effects in the first film. Basically anything the original did, the second film does better, except for horror. In that case, the first film was better. Dimension Scott, I'm going tomorrow afternoon for Madam Web with an open mind. I keep trying to watch these movies, guys, with an open mind, but I can't because I keep trying to. Things like Venom, I really wanted to watch an open mind because people hated it, and things like Transformers: Age of Extinction, The Last Night. I tried to go with an open mind because I had seen the trailer for Age of Extinction The Last Night. Because save Michael Bay, he may have some flaws, a lot of them. He makes awesome trailers. And those trailers are awesome for Age of Extinction The Last Night. And I watched the films and I hated them so much. Like, they had no excuse for how bad they were. No excuse. William, I also saw The Holdovers. It's an instinct. I think you mean instant, I think. Yeah, I think so. Christmas classic. So you're better off waiting till December if you haven't seen it. I have seen it. I saw it, I think, in December. Yeah, I saw it. I think it was like right after Christmas, but I loved it. It is such a great film. Great performances as well. Man, that was a great film. Tiara, do you think it's a good plot? Do I think what is a good plot? I would need to know the context because there's some things I would say have terrible plots. Chronicles of Yarnia says hi. Hi. Okay. Yuki, Yuki, would you consider forgiving Will Smith? I don't know if anyone will forgive him for what he did, but and watching his new movies despite the recent controversy. I think I can put that out of my head. I know a lot of people can't. I can understand. He did do something there. He did slap Chris Rock pretty unfairly, considering he did make a pretty funny joke, because that was a very funny joke. You can say whatever you want. The joke was funny. But and he even laughed himself. If you take a look, he does laugh. He just had to then get up and slap Chris Rock for no, just because his wife did not like it. Yeesh. But I'm gonna watch Bad Boys 4 when it comes out. I've seen the first one. I need to get on to 2 and For Life. I have a feeling I'm gonna enjoy it. I think one is good. It's just, how do I say this? It kind of drags at certain points. Chucky Goes Psycho plot. I don't really know if that's a good plot, but it's an entertaining plot for sure. It depends on the way it's executed. There's some stuff where there are some awful plots out there that in execution are really fun. Okay, Yukio. Which actors do you think would be the best suited to portray a younger version of John McClane in a potential Die Hard reboot? Good question. I like how you're someone that seems to ask a lot of these like really important type questions. I don't. I would say probably no one. I cannot stand the fact that we could get a Die Hard reboot. I would hate that. Oh man. But I think I actually don't know anyone right now, because people have been saying John Krasinski. He's too old. Like, he is like gotten to the point he looks nothing like John McClane, and especially a younger version of John McClane, he can't pull that off. And I doubt he can pull off the like sarcastic, dry humor. Going along with staying in the realm of Bruce Willis, Godzilla is asking, have you seen Armageddon? I have not. It is on my radar. T2 is one of the best movies I have ever seen in the cinema. Lucky! Man, I need to see it in the cinema. And that's going back 30 plus years. That's great. You love The Holdovers, man. Easily now one of my favorite Christmas films. It's probably not top 5, but that's because Christmas has a lot of great films. But it's still a 5-star film. It's in my top 100 of all time. Stay tuned. Okay, guys, if you guys want something good, as soon as I get to 1,000 subscribers, I will be trying to upload a top 100 favorite films of all time. So if you guys would really be best interested to probably to try and get me to 100 subscribers as fast as possible. No, not 100. I've already been past 100 to 1,000 subscribers for that. But because I've been doing really good lately, I don't think a day has passed where I have not gained a subscriber, which is great. This is all thanks to you guys. You guys have been fantastic to me. Film Kid, I hate you. Keep watch burn. Ha ha ha. Yeah, laugh it up, you big. Pulp Fiction, Ghostbusters, and Return of the King. Oh, that's brutal. I think Return of the King is probably the least rewatchable of the three. I'll burn that, which makes me despise what you just did. Watch Ghostbusters, and I'll keep Pulp Fiction because I loved Pulp Fiction. Oh my lord, that is good. It's like Shawshank, and like that was a packed year for movies in 1994. You had Forrest Gump, you had True Lies, you had Dumb and Dumber, Ace Ventura, you had The Mask, you had Shawshank Redemption, you had Pulp Fiction. It's probably a better idea. You had The Lion King. If you wanted a quick way to say to talk about films of 1994, if you went from best and worst, it would be easier to say what were the worst movies in 1994 and the best, because if so, you're just going to keep mentioning something, because 1994 is debatably the best year of movies. I mean, it's up there easily. Yuki, choose the most impactful film to honor Black History Month. I can't think of any right now. Let's check Letterboxd to see what horror films I've watched. That's always my answer when somebody asks choose something that's film related. It's always Letterboxd, because Letterboxd guys really helps out. I should get them to sponsor me with the amount of times I've shouted them out. I would say probably what is it? Get Out, but I haven't seen it. Film Kid, you've been growing and I have not. Hey, I've tried. Don't blame me for that one. Blame the system. Okay. I can't think of any that I've seen right now that are on here. Yeah, I can't see any that are on here. I need to get some more done though. But Get Out's on my radar. I'll just say that. Where am I in the chat? Dang it. Okay. Godzilla Armageddon is really stupid, but really entertaining. That is a film that's right up my alley. If it's stupid, it's up my alley sometimes. If it's entertaining, it's definitely on my radar. Tiara, you should audition for a stab movie. They have information on their website. That would be funny. Oh man. Godzilla, have you watched all the Planet of the Apes movies yet? No, I've only seen the original and Escape. I need to get onto those ones again, especially since Kingdom's coming out. And I'm gonna see that one in the theater most likely. That's like the one that I'm telling my mom, if I can only see one film in the theater this year of a new release, it's Kingdom of the Planet of the Apes. I need to see that one in theaters. That one's gonna be probably my favorite film of 2024. I get Deadpool 3 is gonna be good. That trailer really told me that there's some stuff they need to fix, or they're really marketing it wrong, and that they didn't really show the trailer. And I was not very excited for it because of the constant leaks that people keep sending. So I was not surprised by almost anything of it. So, but I own the Matt Reeves trilogy because it's a trilogy made for me. So I just wanted to get it because I know I'm gonna like it. So I'm really happy to try that out. Yuki, have you seen RRR from 2022? I have not. I need to. Been talking a lot. Hasta, yo, bro, can't get the video out today. Didn't realize how much time I would have to use for top 50. You just missed what I was saying about how many. As soon as I get to 1,000, I'm going to try and do a top 100. You think you're bad with top 50? Try figuring out a top 100, and you're like, why do I not get to incorporate this one? Why are there so many fantastic films? But also check out Hosta's channel. Try and get him to some more subscribers, everyone. So Hosta, if you're still listening, put your link in the chat. I had Film Kid do it. Please do that as well. Godzilla RRR is apparently the most expensive film made in India. Oh, fascinating. And it came out last year. I'm now caught up on the chat. So you guys have any questions, then thank you all so much for being here. It's been great. I'm going to still be going for probably around an hour more, I think, because I probably pretty much nothing to do except for watching Gladiator. So it'll be good. Okay, what are some, but horror, I think, is one of my least watched genres. In fact, even though I've seen a lot of films in here. Why the heck is Disney Channel Zombies in the horror section? That is not a horror film. It is. How do I say this? Sorry. It's a musical. There's nothing at all that's even scary. Although I don't really get to talk because I watched part of it 2017 yesterday, and I watched the part where Pennywise viciously rips off the arm of Georgie and drags him into the sewer, and I didn't even flinch. That just goes to show I've probably been demonetized by now. That's what happens when you watch movies. You get demonetized. Well, I mean, not demonetized, you get desensitized. Chronicles of Yarny. 8 more to 60. Yes, get Hosta to those. Get Hosta to 60, please. Haas, if it makes you happy, Jurassic Park hit the top 100. Barely? Oh, great. That means Across the Spider-Verse you like more. That's disgusting. Film Kid, the only thing you have to do is watch Gladiator today. And Braveheart. I will say Braveheart. And I'm trying to think. What did I buy? What do I have bought? I'm going to try it. Sorry about that. Okay, what do I have purchased? I may try and get Footloose done. I bought that one because it was on sale. My mom keeps trying to get me to watch it. But I'm gonna try. I will also try and get some of the Superman movies I bought. I bought on. There was a pack that had all four Batman anthology ones, of like the two Tim Burton and the two Joel Schumacher ones, and all the Superman films, including Superman 1 through 4, including the special edition of 1 and 2. So I have all the Superman films. Did I say Returns? I think I did. So if not, then Returns as well. And I own Man of Steel because I bought that one with Zack Snyder's Justice League and Batman v Superman. Holy cow, I'm getting a lot of them. But I'm gonna try and get some more of these. Yikes! In Chronicles of Yarny, I can start working on the dinosaur again. My wrist is all better. Glad to hear it. Glad to hear your wrist is better. I mean, okay. Yuki, better actress, Daisy Ridley or Reese Witherspoon? I'm gonna take a look. Who is Reese Witherspoon? I'm probably me offending a lot of people by not knowing who she is. Reese. Wait, go back. What have I seen her in? Four things. Are they all animated films that I've seen her in? You kidding me? Okay, I think I've seen her in Sing 2, Monsters vs. Aliens. I've not had the best introduction to her. And what else? Doesn't see. It says I've seen 4 of her films, but I don't see anything else that I've seen. Odd. Just got. Yeah, then I think I'll. Objectively, I think Reese Witherspoon might be the better actress based on what I've heard, but I would say right now I'm going to go with Daisy Ridley because she's not the fault. I do not like Ray at all in the sequel trilogy, and that's not at all Daisy Ridley's fault. She tries her best. She had to, like, her writing is atrocious in like Rise of Skywalker, and she had to deal with that. Poor her having to deal with all that horrible writing from that horribly written trilogy. Filmkid, that is not what I'm trying to say. Did I forget something? Oh, oops. Then I may have misunderstood. Oh, wow. I'm behind. Okay. Kira, I love Disney Channel zombies. I got mad when people didn't know Milo Mayhem, how played Zed in Zombies, was in Thanksgiving movie, and people didn't know who he was. Yeah, I know. A lot of people, there's like probably 3 people, let's be honest, on Earth that know that the person that plays what's his face in Thanksgiving is Zed in the zombie films. I know who he is, but seriously. Hosta, Across the Spider-Verse is not just something I personally like more, but it's technically slightly better. Not even close. The difference is Jurassic Park is a classic. Across the Spider-Verse is not a classic. I did a Spider-Man tier list of things, and sadly I couldn't get it out, but I'm gonna try and redo it to get it out. But I'm gonna say I put Across the Spider-Verse in the C tier. I have a boiling hatred for the film. Maybe on animation level, it is technically better, but if we're going off of what is objectively better, it's not even close. Hosta, guess you want people to unsubscribe to me now. I'm not going that far, but I want people to unsubscribe to Across the Spider-Verse, if that makes sense. Film Kid, I'm going to start in chapter 2. Oh, that film sucks. Oh, wait, hold on. Put that one. Man, that one is bad. That is such a boring film. And why the heck is Pennywise in so little of it? He's like in 9 minutes of the full film, and the film is 2 hours and like 50-something minutes. And 90% of Pennywise is in the third act. There's like, I think, 2 scenes where we see Pennywise that's not in the third act. 2! And one of them is the opening. Anyway. Godzilla, have you seen Goodfellas and Casino yet? It's going to be a crime that I'm going to say this, but I have not. They're on my radar, but I need to see them. And I have not seen The Departed either. I am an uncultured swine. I know it. Yuki, have you heard of a Blu-ray I think it's, I don't know how to say it. I think bouquet, or I'm pronouncing that. I don't know. manufacturer called Vinegar Syndrome. I have not. Oh, he's not asking me that. Oh, we got Jason in here. Different Jason than the one I was talking about over. That's technically not called Jason, but Jason in here saying, "Hey Ledger, hey, good to see you. Glad to see that you could drop in for a as much time as you can." Film kid Ryan and Thanksgiving. Thank you. Hosta Across the Spider-Verse will go down as a classic. It's just new. It's not going to go down as a classic in my eyes. It's going to go down as one of my most hated films. I may like it, but I may give it a pass, but it's one that I have a burning hatred for. Top 3 Kubrick films. I don't think I've seen a single film by Stanley Kubrick, to be honest. I'm sorry. Tiara, Bride of Chucky or Child's Play 2? I just put a ranking out, but I'll just spoil this for you. I will go slightly. They're both in my top 100 and both of my favorite horror films. I love both. Slightly going Child's Play 2 here, though. I'm sorry. I have to. Godzilla, who is the worst casting choice for Kyle Reese in the Terminator franchise? Oh, man, this one is so easy. Jai Courtney was a horrific miscast. That had to be on purpose. Yikes. Why is it that they keep putting Jai Courtney in a 5th film in a beloved franchise that is a hard R-rated franchise in the previous film in the franchise to the 5th film and it's always a 5th film. But why is it that he comes into these hard R-rated franchises and the previous film in both franchises was PG-13? And that's another reason why they weren't liked as much. And why is it that he always ruins it? He ruins it more than Good Day Die Hard, but still. Terminator, Jai Courtney and Terminator Genesis. Yikes. William, the writers of Disney Star Wars be like, I be past the typewriter. I mean, you're not wrong. Film kid. And I am not a diehard fan of Thanksgiving. It is just that I watched it last night. Yeah, I could go down probably. Backtrack. What is your favorite moment in Predator? It's impossible to say every single moment because I love that film so much. It is a film that I rewatched it not about a few weeks ago. A few hours later I already wanted to rewatch it. Dang, is that film good. But I'm going to go with I want to say anytime the Arnold says a one-liner, but the more important thing is when does he not say a one-liner in Predator? So I'm going to go with the scene what he calls the Predator. You're one ugly mother. Yeah, the rest is history for everyone. William, watch Goodfellas first, then Casino. I need to get on to both. They're both great Martin Scorsese films. I haven't seen them, but they are great films, nevertheless. I have no opinion on that. I am technically wrong about Across the Spider-Verse, even if... Actually, no, I am completely right on that one. That one is not just the love it gets. Something like Back to the Future, I think, is overrated. That I am very wrong about. I am blatantly wrong about that. I will admit that one. Across the Spider-Verse, I am not wrong about. That's just facts. Tiara, yeah, I think Jesse and Jade were probably main characters in Chucky Goes Psycho because they even said this movie is about the teens who claimed a doll was alive. So the Terminator movies are either great or bad. Actually, yeah, because Dark Fate and Salvation are great, and Genesis is bad, and Rise of the Machines is unwatchable. And I think we all know my opinion on the first two because it's everyone's opinion on the first two because everybody knows the first two are perfect. Okay, maybe not T1. T1 has some pretty bad effects, but also T2, I have one nitpick, but other than that, T2 is perfect. Other than that one little nitpick. Yuki, your favorite Nicolas Cage movie, The Rock or Face Off? I have not seen either. Sacrilege to a lot of people for that one, but I'm going to go with National Treasure, the first one. The second one's okay, but still. Godzilla, it's kind of a toss up between Goodfellas or Casino. I haven't seen everything from Martin Scorsese, but from what I've seen from him, everything he has done has been great. It's because he's a great director. William, my top 3 Kubrick movies are The Shining. I should have known that. Everyone has that in their top 3. Doctor Strangelove. I have been told I need to see that one. My thing. My friend, good buddy of mine, he's been begging me to watch it. And Full Metal Jacket. Never heard of that one. Yukio. Sorry, not Yukio. That's Yuki. Did you like Prey 2022? I loved Prey 2022. I thought it was awesome. Great film. Okay, I think I'm catching up. Hosta, I'm a big Taxi Driver guy. I started the film. I need to finish it. I'm not proud of saying it, but certain times I really relate to him. Okay. Anyway, sorry, not back. Jason, a good choice, LOL. Yep. Man, he is such a one-liner field guy in Predator. He is so awesome. Jason, love Casino. I need to check that one out. Film Key keeps wanting me to check it out. Hosta, so glad you love Pulp Fiction too. My only problem is I don't really care about the characters. If any of them died, I wouldn't care. I still absolutely love it. I was very angry because I thought that they were gonna have Bruce Willis die. I cared about his character for one reason. He plays John McClane, meaning that he is not allowed to die. He is not allowed to die. He could be a scumbag, but he still played John McClane, so he is not allowed to die on my watch. He can die in a movie I haven't seen. Although this is Bruce Willis, so is there any film of his I haven't seen yet? I'm joking. I have seen very few of his films. I've seen like 11, and several of them he's just made cameos in. But Yukio, have you ever ranked the Bourne franchise? I have not. I've seen most of the original film. I need to finish it. Then I'm going to try and get a ranking out of the 5. But I've heard some great things about the first 3. I have not heard very many good things about the next 2. Film Kid, Casino is great. Figures. Oh, oops. Should they stop making the Purge franchise? No comment. I have never seen them. Hosta, well, Dark Fate ain't really that great. Neither is Across the Spider-Verse. Dark Fate is miles better. Just saying. Tiara, write a note to remember to watch the Stab movies. It is amazing. Stab 3 Holiday Horror was a blast. Wasn't my cup of tea at first, but it's grown on me. But none of them are canon. Oh yeah, I'll write a note on that real quick. Hold on. Luckily for Valentine's Day, I got myself. I didn't get myself. Someone gave me a note type thing so I can write stuff in it. So I'll write that down. Okay. Watch Stab films. There. I now have them written down. Whew. Okay, there we go. Godzilla, The Shining, 2001: A Space Odyssey, Barry Lyndon or something, Full Metal Jacket, and Doctor Strangelove are great films by Stanley Kubrick. Oh yeah, he did direct 2001: A Space Odyssey. Yuki, Stallone, Arnold Schwarzenegger, and Bruce Willis are the best. Name the 4th best action actor in history. Ooh, the best, you say? After that one, they are easily the 3 goats because of those. Wow. It's probably someone from the 80s. It's got to be someone from the 80s. Who else was big? It seems like no one was big in the 80s except for those 3. I'm going to go with Keanu Reeves, actually. He's a great action star. John Wick solidified him as that. Hosta, we might disagree on Dark Fate, but you got to give me that Linda Hamilton was so awesome. No other action star has ever returned that as old. Has ever returned that cool as old. Yep, completely agree. There is nobody that will. You guys have got to admit, even if you don't like Dark Fate, which you should, which shame on you, it's a great film. You guys need to admit that was awesome. He is awesome. Here is the channel if you guys are curious. It makes the Stab films. Okay, then they'll probably be able to be watched on there, so I'll take a look when I get a chance. Dimension Scott, Samuel Jackson has some of the best lines in Pulp Fiction in film history. Yes, he does. I love that scene where there's like so many great lines in there. Say what again? Say what again? But man, do they swear a lot in that film. Yikes. The amount of times they say the F word is insane. Godzilla, dang it, I put a question mark instead of a period. You did? Oh, I didn't notice that. Oh yeah, now I see. Yeah. Hey, that's I make typos like that all the time. You're not that bad. It's not that bad. Okay. Whew. Yuki, your thoughts on David Gordon Green Halloween movies? I really like I think that 2018 is great. I think that Kills is really entertaining, but it's probably not a very good film. And I hate Halloween Ends, but that is a very inconsistent trilogy, not a very good trilogy overall, probably. Although Ends did most of that. Oh yeah. Okay. Now we got some Stanley Kubrick in here, a lot of it. Yuki, my favorite Stanley Kubrick movie is Paths of Glory. Never heard of it, I don't think. Hosta, Tarantino always writes good lines. Yes, he does, and he's actually in Pulp Fiction. He has a cameo in there if you don't know. There's not really a cameo, but he's in a segment. I like how it's kind of episodic. There's like 3 segments, I think. 3 or 4. Whew. Hosta, Ledger, if you don't like people swearing, you probably shouldn't watch Tarantino. It doesn't get better. I can look over it, but yikes, I know that he is a big swearer. I think I told you this last night, Film Kid. But the Mean One, a terrible film. It is such an unbelievably unwatchable and bad film. You can watch it on YouTube for free. It's that bad that you can find it anywhere. I put little effort into it. I just searched it, and the first thing I could easily find it. It was unbelievably terrible. Yuki, what was in the suitcase in Pulp Fiction? No wrong answer. I would say it based on the way it glowed. There's like a fan theory about something. I just can't remember what it was, but I don't know. I think it might have been like some sort of like gold type thing, like a gold. I think it would have been something gold. I don't know. Okay. Okay. He is all of his films, as in he's in all of them. Ooh. Tiara, there's 2 stab films. There's 2. Stab 7, stabs there's 2. Stab 7 knife or of the hunter and stab 7. A bit confused, but okay. Godzilla, have you seen Patton starring George C. Scott? I have not, and I don't think I've heard of it, but interesting. William, Film Kid, Charlie and the Chocolate Factory. Throw up. Yes, I completely agree. I hate that film. That film is horrible. I have no idea what. The only people that like it are people that grew up on it. Otherwise, the film is unbearable to watch. It is very mean-spirited, and it's yikes. Let's just say it's not a good film. We'll just say that. Okay. Film Kid. Also, can you put the link to the Meme One movie, because I looked a couple days and it wasn't there. I've been looking because I saw your comment and was looking, and it's actually not here. Yeah, so that's weird. So I think they may have deleted it. Wait. Oh no, that's a review for it. Film Kid. Also, you can put the link to your video of the Air Force One watch along, and you can put that in the comments if you want. You may also want to get a thumbnail for it. William, Godzilla, Patton is absolutely brilliant. Yuki, have you seen any Police Academy franchise films? Oh, does that say Police Academy franchise films? I can't think of any. If you can give me a better definition of what those are, I can think of something. I think Pattinson is fantastic. X-Men Origins Wolverine and the Wolverine sucks. I think both are pretty entertaining. The Wolverine does not suck. You can say you don't like it, Hosta, but if we're going off of if it's objectively, it's not even though it is your least favorite film of all time, if we're going objectively, The Wolverine is not even the top 5,000 worst films of all time. And The Wolverine is better than Across the Spider-Verse. I'm not going to pretend anymore. I'm done with this. It's better. I like it more. I don't care. Yuki, better film, Star Trek 2 or Star Trek 6? Never seen any. William, although, has an answer with Star Trek 2. Hosta Ledger, huge respect for putting The Dark Knight above Ghostbusters. It's awful rewatchability. I would put Ghostbusters over there, but objectively, The Dark Knight is in my top 10 easily. Film Kid, I already have a thumbnail for it. It's on the thing. Okay, I'll check in a second. Hosta, do you like my new Two-Face thumbnails? Oh yeah, those ones are pretty cool. Tiara, Stab 4, Fresh Blood, Stab 5, Stab 6, Ghostface Returns, Stab 7, Knife of the Hunter, Stab 7, Stab the Reboot, Stab 2, Stab 3, Holiday Horror. If you're ranking them, then I don't know about that ranking because I haven't seen them, but if that's just you saying what they are, then I'll check them out. Okay, Godzilla. Did you know that there was a sequel to Patton showcasing his final days called The Last Days of Patton? Did not, because I don't think I've even heard of that. Haas, the Wolverine ain't terrible technically, but still bad. It's not bad if we're thinking about it. Technically, it's a good film. It is a pretty dang good film. It's entertaining. Hugh Jackman's awesome. The action is shot really well. All the flaws that you say with it about being like unwatchable are completely false. You can say you don't like it, but it's I would much rather watch that one than Across the Spider-Verse. And it's easily a better film for me. Easily, it's not even close. Asta, you planning on watching Dune before the sequel? Yes. I entered in a competition today on a YouTube channel for a thing where if I win, I get something like a 2 thing for something, some sort of like Georgia thing, which I probably won't use, but also I get a signed poster of Doom Part 2 from the cast and 2, and like a key card, not a key card thing, something that'll give me access to any theater I want to watch Doom Part 2. 2 tickets though. That'll be cool if I win, which I doubt I will. I doubt it. I never win these things. Yuki, better action film actor, The Rock or Tom Hardy? Probably The Rock. He was in a lot of films that were very action packed. Tom Hardy has some stuff, but overall he's not as much of an action star. He seems a lot more to go for like the dramatic side. Things like Warrior, he's very well known for being for being very dramatic in, but he has Bane, so he can be an action star. He can be jacked. Tiara, that's the order of the movies. Kind of out of order then. In terms of the canon of the franchise. Godzilla, no man, I'll check it out though. Tiara, they've been doing these fan films since 2011. Interesting. Tiara, the Stab fan film have been going since 2010. Ledger, Hosta says, Ledger, have you watched Fury Road? Tom Hardy is an action star. I've not seen Fury Road yet, but I know he is an action star in that, but he's a lot. But I would still say probably The Rock is more well known for action than Tom Hardy is. Austin William is really good. Wait till I miss something. William, hey guys, I haven't seen La La Land yet, but I love Emma Stone. Is it any good? I have not seen it. I need to. That's another one I really want to see. Film Kid, Film Stock is doing it. I would love to do it, but I decided not to. I can understand that. William, thanks, Hosta. Film Kid, Tom Hardy is only well known from Venom. He's also well known from Bane because Bane skyrocketed him. Like if he didn't make a career for himself before, Bane really did. Like he's awesome in that. Which is why I have such a hatred for what they do in The Dark Knight Rises, because what they do is unbelievable and terrible what they do to him in the final bit with him. They completely disrespect his character by basically making him a lapdog to Talia al Ghul, who's one of the worst villains in the entire Batman franchise. Yikes, did that film fall off a cliff in the last... That film is a big, big drop in quality from the first two Nolan films. Big drop. Hosta, I ain't a musical guy, but I still really felt La La Land. I hear a lot of people say that part about it. Tiara, my phone is on 4. I'm going to rent. My phone is on 4. I'm going to but rank the stab movies. Okay. Oh, okay. Yuki, Bumblebee, top Transformers movie or bottom? Oh, it's easily near the top. It's my number 3 right now. I prefer the original one and Dark of the Moon. Uh, uh, mm, so, okay, I now have Air Force One. So, I now have bought Air Force One. Great. So, I would say it's not even close. It has the most heart to it of any of the Transformers movies, bar none. Bar none. And so I would say it is better on that front, but it's a lot more of a boy and his dog story, or technically a girl and his bumblebee story. Okay. Tiara. My phone is on 3, so I'm going to go bye. Well, thank you so much for stopping here. I have a few people in the chat, so at least thank you everyone for being here. I'm actually getting sad that I've lost the ability of being a lot more simplistic on my channel, where I was easy to get to everyone's questions, and I'm having to like rush through them to get through it. It's like very sad. It's like bittersweet kind of. Also, they should have cut Talia completely from Dark Knight Rises. Completely agree. Right after Catwoman kills Bane easily and makes a bad joke. That was disrespectful. I can't stand that part about it. Yikes. William Hosta, I really like musicals. Oliver and Sound of Music are fantastic. I'm sorry, guys. I do not like Sound of Music. I am sorry. I know it's a classic. I am sorry. I have a girl in my class that loves the film, and I still get flack from her for doing it. Okay. Godzilla. I think The Last Days of Patton is an interesting watch. It is low budget TV. It is a low budget TV film, so the quality is not on par with the first film, but I think it's worth a watch. There's some times where TV films can look awful. Hopefully, it's not that bad. Godzilla. George C. Scott is still great in it. Okay. Godzilla. I'll find a man. Hosta, you don't have to answer everything. You could just take your time. I know I'm trying to get through everyone's chat thing. I'm trying to enable the super chat part on my channel. I just think I just need more, but I'm trying to enable the super chats as soon as I can, so that if people have like questions or dying to ask, then I can at least enable that, so people can like not only support me, but also supports them by getting their questions answered because I'm getting very popular. I'm nearly at 600, which thank you everyone. This is a great honor that you guys have been doing this for me. Film Kid, I'm starting your favorite movie, Ledger. It Chapter 2. Not even close. Man, that film is terrible. That film might be a 2-star film. It is bad and so boring. Hosta, not gonna lie, It Chapter 2 might be better than Terminator 2. Great switch, Ledger. Very funny. You guys, the genre challengers always like to make fun of me with certain things, kind of. Like Hosta and Film Kid are very much the sarcastic ones. Jay's more the straightforward guy, but still. Yuki, how would the closure of movie theaters affect you? And you feel any emotional response towards it? If anyone has seen the movie Pulp Fiction and knows the scene where Bruce Willis freaks out, for something, if you have seen what happens and what he does in that thing, that would be my reaction if they close movie theaters. It would be that. If you've seen Pulp Fiction, you know Bruce Willis's epic freak out in that film, so you will know that is my thing. I would hate it. I would die. Although I don't think they would. That's how movies make their money. It would be probably impossible, because they would either have to be crowdfunded, which would be nearly impossible for films to come out as much as they do. But theaters are how they get them in the theater. Asta, I'm never forgetting the It 2 thing. Great. Why can't your memory be terrible? Yuki, It Chapter 2 was bad, yes, but much better than the 80s version. I think you mean the 90s version. The 90s version is good. the 90s version, the TV movie is much better than Chapter 2. It has the kids storyline, which immediately makes it better, but it also has better pacing to it. Probably it's a shorter version, and I feel bad about saying this because I'm not a very big fan at all of the second half of the 1990 version, but in hindsight, watching it Chapter 2, I think I like the 1990 version more, the second half of the 1990 version. Dang it, I had to just admit that. Why? Thanks a lot. Thanks a lot, A Chapter 2, for making me have to admit that. But talk about a dark opening. That is a dark opening, what they do. If you guys know, you know. Pretty dark. Which a lot of people probably were offended by. Okay, Yuki. You watch the Mummy franchise? I have not. I need to. I need to get onto them. That it has been famous for the Tom Cruise film kind of destroying the reboot franchise. Is there any reboot slash remake franchise that's a horror franchise reboot or remake that ever has actually gone? Like Nightmare on Elm Street, Friday the 13th, the Halloween one. Every time they screw it up, every time they only get like 2 films in, they never get themselves that. It's laughable. Has anyone ever noticed that? William, if you don't like Sound of Music, Ledger, check out Godspell. It's very underrated musical. Do you like Ghibli films? I don't know what that is. Hosta, I started the Daniel Craig movies and I think he's really overrated. He looks really old and doesn't have the charm of Sean Connery. Oh, shut up. Don't get the Casino Royale love. 6.5 out of 10. Don't ever talk about Casino Royale as a 6.5 out of 10, but then give Across the Spider-Verse a 9.5. Across the Spider-Verse is a pretty terrible film compared to Casino Royale, and I haven't even seen Casino Royale. I think the trailer for Casino Royale is better than Across the Spider-Verse. That is pathetic. Very pathetic. I have a burning hatred towards Across the Spider-Verse. I wish that film never came out. I wish. Man. Godzilla. Have you seen Singing in the Rain? I have not. That's another one that's on my radar. Yuki, are you excited for Kung Fu Panda 4 coming to theaters in March? Not really. I am sad to say that because I like the first 3, especially the first 2, but I am not really. William, I see The Boy and the Heroine on IMAX. Ooh, I need to see something in IMAX. Yuki, have you ever seen the Tremors franchise? I've seen most of the first one, and it's good. I was frightened to death when I first saw it, but I never finished it, but I need to. Yuki, what is talking Disney so long to make Frozen 2? Taking Disney so long to make Frozen 3. Maybe they're watching my channel and maybe they're watching my channel secretly and getting the message that I do not want a Frozen 3. 1 and 2 are bad enough. So Ain't Spirited Away, Ghibli, I do not know. But he is not old and Daniel Craig does not look old in his movies. He looks pretty young in Casino Royale. You wait till you see him in No Time to Die. And he doesn't have the charm of Connery, but he's more of a character in that one. I have no idea why people like it. You're gonna hate Quantum of Solace so much because there's no way you're gonna like that one more than Casino Royale, and you're gonna be a hater of that one. I have no idea why people hate Quantum of Solace so much. I know I'm gonna like Quantum of Solace and Spectre. May not be as much as No Time to Die, Skyfall, and on Casino Royale, Skyfall, and No Time to Die, but I'm still gonna like it probably. Yuki, you like the Divergent series? Never seen them. You like the Maze Runner series? Never seen them. Godzilla, what are your hopes for Spider-Man Beyond the Spider-Verse? That they cancel the film and that they cancel the film and that they managed to find a way to erase the memory of Into the Spider-Verse and Across the Spider-Verse out of everyone's memory in this world. All that I want. Hosta, I've already watched Quantum of Solace. I didn't hate it, but hate it as other people. 5 out of 10. He's probably gonna love Skyfall though. Probably. I doubt it. I doubt he's not gonna like it. I pushed back the genre challengers ranking slightly so I can get through the rest of the Bond films to Daniel Craig. But man, am I excited for them. Film Kid, I was still here. I was just putting away some of my physical media. Show off. Man, I really want a physical media collection. Haas, I hope Beyond will be better than Kingdom of the Apes. No, it won't. The trailer alone is going to be better than Beyond. Beyond is not going to be very good, I can tell. There's no way. It's good. I doubt it can be the best in the series, and N2 is not. N2 is only like a 7. It's a 7.5. Across is a 7 out of 10. And maybe a 6.5 if I think about it. Go. Oops. Frankie the Beastman. I'll just call him Beastmaker. I'll just call him Frankie. Hi. Godzilla. They are not going to cancel it. That's just that. I know. That's just my hope that they would cancel it, but I would hope that it's at least to be the best in the trilogy. Because yikes, it is a very mediocre trilogy. Yuki, better movie. Kill Bill 1 and 2 or Jackie Brown. I can't believe I keep having to say this. Not seen either. Frankie, do you remember me? I do not know. I've been getting a lot of people lately, so I don't know. I don't think so. But I have had a lot of people lately. I've been getting a lot of people in my YouTube lately community. Okay, yeah. I think I'll go for like 15 more minutes. But I've been listening to the score for No Time to Die a lot lately. You guys think of, if you guys want to know some of the best scores of all time, No Time to Die is in the conversation. That is a fantastic score. Just Google it. Frankie the Beast. Frankie, sorry. Okay, whatever. I don't really know what you're saying. William, Jackie Brown. Film Kid. The opening scene to it, chapter 2 is homophobic as hell. Yes. Which is a lot of people are going to be turned out by that. I get that a lot. I completely get it. I know a lot of people may not like it. Whew. Okay, we'll go for about yeah. So we'll go a little longer. But I am excited for Daniel Craig's era. I know I'm going to love Casino Royale and Skyfall, and are going to be some of my favorites of all time. So I already have the poster for Casino Royale and Skyfall I'm looking at it right now. I have the poster for Casino Royale with like him walking away from the casino with like the gun in his hand, that iconic one, and I have the even more iconic poster of Skyfall with a Bond in the background with the of the gun barrel. That's also a really iconic one. But undoubtedly, if Haas only gave Casino Royale 6.5, he's definitely gonna like Skyfall more. Okay. Wait. William, another great movie score. Ledger's RoboCop 1987. Not really. I've listened to that score. I'm not a very big fan of that score. Oh, Film Kid's gonna bring it up again. Film Kid, you could tell them, but he is still hammering home that RoboCop is like one of the greatest of all time. We have a bit of an inside joke whenever we talk about that. Man, that's funny. Film Kid, the reason why I watched No Country for Old Men and Whiplash, because I knew I would have to watch it chapter 2, and I wanted to watch something good before it. I always try and watch the bad films first, then I can watch the good films. It's like, okay, I've gotten the really bad stuff out of the way, the bad experience, so I can then watch the good. It's probably more smart to do that, because then you're out of the way of the really bad stuff. Now I can deflate. Until we get another chat, then I'll address that one. But I will agree, Craig doesn't have the charm of Connery, but in terms of a character level, no one on Earth is idiotic enough to say, in terms of a character alone, Connery is a better one. I would not be surprised if in Dr. No, with the way that he acts, somebody just grabbed some water and then threw it on him, and he just started glitching out as if he was a robot, because he can be charming, but as a character alone, he is not a very good one. He's just someone that anyone could play his part. Anyone could play him. He's very wooden in like some of his stuff. Like, meanwhile, Craig had a great character arc through the 5 films, and he is a character where he's a lot more vulnerable through it. Philip, are you going to end it here? I am not. I'm going to go for 11 more minutes, I believe. Then I'm going to end it. But I did just buy Air Force One. I did just get Air Force One, so I can now watch it. Die Hard on a Plane, baby. Who doesn't love that? Who doesn't love seeing Harrison Ford kicking the butts of a lot of terrorists? William, do you like the score of Alien 1979? I do. I do really enjoy that one. I think it's a really subtle and really kind of horse-centric one. So I think it's a lot more tension filled than it's a very tension filled score. So I do like it. I need to rewatch that one. I'm gonna do a watch along here soon with like one of the trillion watch alongs with Film Kid, where I'm gonna do Alien and Aliens with him separately though, because that would be like 5 hours long. I'm debating whether we're going to do the special edition or the regular edition of Aliens. If he has access to the special edition, we may want to watch that one because it's just longer. And Aliens is so freaking good. Godzilla, when do you think you're going to watch RoboCop? I was thinking about talking to my mom about letting me watch it tonight just so I can rub it in Film Kid's face because I'm going to try and hope that it's just a 4-star film at best. Please do not be a great film. Please. That's all I need. Asta, you are already saying so much about the Craig movies while not even having watched them. Yep, that is because I know I'm gonna like them. I don't think there's ever been a time where I've been like, oh man, I'm gonna love this film, and I hated it. Like the only time was for The Last Night and Age of Extinction, which are terrible films. So the Craig films are like made for me. They're like action films that are made for me, and I am really excited for them. I've seen moments from pretty much all of them, so I know I'm going to enjoy him. Plus, Film Kid says I'm going to like him, so there's very few times that he's also backfired and said something that I'm going to like, and it's been wrong. Film Kid, are you going to watch it with me, or are you just going to watch it another time? If you want me on there, I can, but I don't want to, like, just invite myself. I can if I can. Hosta, if you put Casino Royale above The Dark Knight, I'm going to switch Across the Spider-Verse above First Blood. Okay. I may put, because I actually don't know. Casino Royale looks like it could be better than The Dark Knight. I won't, but you will not do that. Across the Spider-Verse is a 7 out of 10, maybe 6.5. First Blood is the top 3 of all time, easily. Man, I love it. Godzilla. Pretty silly to want to hate it. Yes, it is. To want to hate it. I do want to hate Beyond the Spider-Verse. I want to so bad. I really hope I do. Because for all the people that don't like Rambo Last Blood and love Across the Spider-Verse, Hosta being one of them, of all the times, that is probably my biggest middle finger to anyone, where somebody loves something like what is it? Last Blood. No. Everyone hates Last Blood. Of loving Across the Spider-Verse and hating Last Blood, that's always my big middle finger to everyone, saying I like Last Blood more than Across the Spider-Verse, which I do. It has Stallone, so it's automatically better. There's nothing that is better in pretty much nothing. Everything is better. Everything. Okay, where was I? Film Kid. No, I wasn't talking about you. That I wasn't talking about you. You don't have to be on the thing. Just are you gonna watch it? So are you gonna watch it so you can understand where I am, where I'm at? Oh yeah. I didn't want to like intrude upon that. I've seen the film, so I know everything about it. So I'll be fine. But I didn't want to intrude upon your watch along. If you invited me, that's a different thing. But still, William, RoboCop is one of my favorite movies of all time. Film Kid's laughing so hard right now. Yeesh. The fact Peter Weller wasn't nominated for an Oscar is an insult to great acting. No comment. Hosta, the car scene in First Blood is really silly. Not really silly, but it's like it's a bit of a tonal shift. But that's not alone. That scene alone is better than Across the Spider-Verse because that's Rambo. Godzilla. I was meaning RoboCop. Oh. All the Rambo films are better than Across the Spider-Verse. All of them. All 4 films. Deal with it. Film Kid, Thank you, William. One of them has emotion, one of them doesn't. Hosta. Very funny. Stop it. Yeesh. Trying to be the class clown. Film kid, no brother. I think Hosta, of the genre challengers, Hosta is probably the class clown of them. The guy that likes to be the sarcastic one. Although Film Kid is also very sarcastic. I learned that pretty recently. Didn't I, Film Kid? Whew. We don't have too many more people in here, so we'll go for 5 more minutes, and then we will end this thing. But thank you, Film Kid, for telling me that Air Force One is on sale, because I do like that film, so I'm glad that I now have it in my library. Because that is a really good one. Film Kid, I like to be sarcastic without sounding sarcastic, which can really confuse Ledger. Yes, it does. The amount of times he has confused me thinking, it really does. It is hilarious. Also, I wasn't sarcastic about RoboCop and Casino Royale. Wait. Sarcastic about RoboCop and Casino Royale. I know. You're just wrong. You're just wrong there. One of them has emotion. RoboCop does not really have emotion. Even I know that. It's more of just kind of like this brain dead kind of action film. I could easily be wrong. I'm gonna watch it, and I doubt I'm gonna be like, this film's gonna be like, this is like one of my favorite films of all time. I love this. But it's not gonna be better than Terminator. I will say that up in front. It's not better than Terminator at all. Film Kid, Ledger, explain an experience that I was being sarcastic, but I really confused you. I can't think of any at the moment, but that could just be because I have a terrible film. Not terrible film. I'm not a director, although I would probably be a terrible director. I mean, I have a terrible memory. So if you guys have any last questions, be sure to drop them in, and then we will wrap this thing up. Godzilla. I do really like RoboCop, but it's no Terminator 2 Judgment Day, or The Terminator, or Predator, or most classic films. It's not. If Across the Spider-Verse got worse because how much people are overrating it, then Jurassic Park would be really overrated too. No, because Jurassic Park is a perfect film with no flaws and is a very great film. Across the Spider-Verse is not. It is not. It has terrible pacing considering it's not even close in terms of pacing, Jurassic Park, in terms of acting, Jurassic Park, in terms of rewatchability, Jurassic Park. Basically any round I would put Jurassic Park in front. Godzilla, and it's not the original Terminator either. Or Predator. Let's not forget Predator. Or Alien. Or Aliens. All those like sci-fi films. Let's be honest. So Jurassic Park is awesome, but not perfect. Yes, it is. It's perfect. Neither is Across the Spider-Verse, but one of them is less flawable. I just invented a new word, guys. Flawable. Just 3 more minutes. Well, nearly 2. So I think we're about to wrap this thing up. Yeah, we'll go for 2 more minutes. Oh, yeah. This thing really can take some wind out of your sails. But anyway, Film Kid, you can put your link to your video in the description so people can go check it out. But you guys can also talk to me over there because I'm going to try and be there as well. I doubt I would not be there, but I'm going to probably be there. So, Film Kid, keep watch Burn, The Dark Knight, Logan, and original Star Wars. Burn Logan because it's the least rewatchable of them. I really learned that when I rewatched it yesterday. Man, is that film dark and sad and violent. Such a violent third act. Watch The Dark Knight and keep the original Star Wars because it's the most rewatchable and is my favorite of the 3 that you mentioned. Hasta, any round, which got better animation? Jurassic Park is better CGI, so technically. And Across the Spider-Verse. Across the Spider-Verse has such great animation that it looks terrible because it loops. It's so good that it looks distracting and it hurts my eyes. So I would go Jurassic Park because one of them is not an eyesore to look at. You can't say that about Jurassic Park. You can very much say that about Across the Spider-Verse. That scene with like Gwen and her dad, I hated that scene because it was ruined because the animation just keeps shifting and it looks distracting. I can't. Hasta, burn Star Wars, watch Logan, keep The Dark Knight. I love all three, but The Dark Knight is easily the best, technically. Technically, of the three, it is easily the best, but of rewatchability, it's easy. Star Wars. Film Kid talked to me about this yesterday. Godzilla, have you seen V for Vendetta? I have not. It's on my radar. But okay, guys, I think that is it. I will answer this question, and then I'm gonna close out. William, in my acting class, the monologue I picked for my final exam is Mickey's speech to Rocky in the church. Oh, that's a good one. But I'm doing the scene like Rocky's older brother. Oh, that is such a great scene. I love that scene in Rocky 2. But thank you all so much for showing your support by coming over to hang out. Be sure to join Film Kid and I on our live stream for the Top Gun Maverick one and the Transformers Dark to the Moon one. And pretty much any live stream we're doing the thing, because I've talked to him and we're going to start doing a thing where like every like 2 weeks or so, we're on like a Saturday or Friday. Actually, no, Friday. We're going to like try and do a watch along for a certain movie. I have Indiana Jones and the Last Crusade is going to be one that's most likely getting done. Army of Darkness, Commando, Aliens separately. But anyway, we're going to try and do those. If Film Kid needs to like reschedule or something, then I will be happy to. But those are some things that we're most likely going to be doing. So be sure to check. So be sure to join us on that. But anyway, rounding these things out. Hasta, see ya. See you, man. William, great buzz tonight, man. Thanks. Film Kid, would you be mad if I gave it Chapter 2 3 stars on Letterboxd? Yes, I would. But anyway, that will be it. Thank you all so much for watching, and have a good one.